Welcome to a short demo on SuperCrunch tool. SuperCrunch tool is a product owned by Spin Mobile Limited that does the automated analysis of financial statements. Typical customers would be a bank or a microfinance or any lending institution that would want to do the automated analysis of the financial statements in order to establish the creditworthiness of the borrower. So it's a web-based platform. So you have to have, even within those companies, the B2B organizations, you must have login credentials, which is your username and the password. Once you log in, it will ask you for a one-time password, which would then be able to, you'll receive through a text or via email. Okay. Now, once you've been able to log into the platform, the landing page is always a dashboard, and the dashboard is purely statistics, so really nothing much here that you can be able to see how many people have forwarded their financial statements for analysis, how many have been processed today, yesterday, the periodic, so you can have a statement which is 1 month, one which is 6 months, one which is 12 months, depending on the type of the financial statement. You're also able to track the statements that have been processed, like in a day, last 7 days, last 30 days. And if you want to see the monthly usage over a period of time, you can be able to see March 2020, there were 16. These are our demo accounts. 3 of them in April, 3 in May, and all that. So an organization can be able, a financial institution can be able to see how many statements they are processed on a monthly basis. Now, just something to highlight, we have a number of modules here. One handling the members who are the customers, the end users who forwarded the statements. If you want to see the mobile money statements that have been analyzed, you can come to mobile scores. And if you want to see the bank statements that have been analyzed, you come here. And you can also get the reports. Now, these reports are very important for organizations that want to see what are the areas of cross-selling opportunities that they can give to the existing customers. Or you want to see, of all the people who send their financial statements, how many of them have a specific income and above, or how many are spending in an item like school fees, how many have bought insurance in the last 1 year, how many of those people are betting or anything around lifestyle, so you can be able to get those reports. I'll be showing you that briefly. Now, on the members section, you not only are able to see the names of the individuals who have forwarded their financial statements, we show their phone numbers, we show their identification number. For those who use passport, we also show the passport number. And this is very important, this section that talks about ID verified. Now, this is a very complex process that goes on here to be able to establish the authenticity of these statements, whether they have been modified, whether it's fraudulent. We are using scientific methods for those processes, including verifications of the encryptions that were done, encryption keys, the time for creation and all that. A lot of information around that. Okay. Now, I want us to look at the actual analysis of a mobile money statement. So once an individual has forwarded, this is just for demo. So once an individual has forwarded their mobile money statement, we'll be able to see the name. This can be downloaded. And we have a risk matrix, an algorithm that runs and be able to tell us what is the risk score for this individual when it comes to mobile loans. Mobile loans are the emergency type of loans that can be accessed through USSD or a mobile app within a financial institution. Naturally or majorly emergency kind of loans, and usually does not have security. Yeah, but long-term loans are collateral loans spanning probably, let's say, 3 months to 5 years, often with security or collateral that have been given by the borrower. Now, of importance is to see what is the actual information that has been extracted from the PDF, the mobile money statement. So the KYC information, including the name, email address, ID number, phone number. These are extremely very important information for validation and verification process. We're able to detect other phone numbers that this individual could be having, so that if they have other financial statements or mobile money statements, we can know. Of keen interest to all lending institutions when they're checking creditworthiness is to check the turnover month on month for that statement. How much are the debits? How much are the credits? How much was the closing balances in form of a graph? Is this person whose turnover is increasing or is flattening or is low? And you can actually even zero down to a specific month to see what was actually happening on that particular month. Now, we also show where did this money come from, the inflows into that mobile money and the outflows. Under the inflows, it can be an agent deposit. It's a case where somebody takes cash and goes to a mobile money agent and deposits the cash so that it's given the float. So if you look at this individual, 82% of all the money that is gotten into his mobile money wallet, which is M-Pesa in Kenya, 82% is coming from cash. This means it's an individual who receives a lot of cash. Okay. Now, outflows, you check items like, so he pushes money to the bank. Once he's deposited the funds into the mobile wallet, he pushes to the bank, 19 million Kenya shilling to be specific. Then buy goods, about 6.23 million Kenya shillings. These are till numbers like fueling. You go to a restaurant, you want to eat, you go to a specific institution that you actually can pay to a till number. Okay, I'll skip some of the things. How many times is bought airtime through the phone? Loading is a smartphone with the bundles. Visiting of the agents, 429 times where he's depositing funds, 9 times where he's withdrawing the funds. The summary of the financial information. The agents that he visited, this is very important because you can get the location of operation, or where he probably works, where he lives, around his area of operation. And so you can notice from these huge numbers that this is an individual who actually operates around this area of Kenya. Okay. Other institutions are also, other agents are also here. And if you want to see the specific times for each of those 213 transactions, you utilize this feature for being able to view more, or being able to view more details. So you can see what time was it that he was there, how much did they deposit, and such information. You want to see the people they are transacting with, their names, their phone numbers, how many times. This is the people who are very close to him. Other loans they have borrowed. We have a loan called M-Shwari in Kenya. KCB M-Pesa is a product of the bank. Fuliza is a van overdraft service within the mobile money. So you want to leverage on this to be able to project the risk of that particular borrower. Buy goods and pay bills are the payments of merchant services. Or let's say, a very good example, when I send money to my bank account from my mobile money wallet, I'll be sending to a specific pay bill number. So you're able to see how many times has he sent to specific pay bill numbers, how many times has he received, till numbers that he bought goods using the mobile wallet. You're able to see the bank accounts that he's been able to receive money from into his mobile wallet, the bank accounts that he's sending money to from his mobile wallet. You're able to see specific banks have specific huge transactions, this indicating that this is his personal accounts. You're able to see other microfinance institutions that he's probably borrowed loans from, mobile lenders that he's also taken loans. So this is a very good person because he hasn't borrowed a lot from other institutions. SACCOs are the saving unions, credit and saving unions. Now, when an individual is having such savings, it indicates financial responsibility, and this will affect their score. And you can also see he has financial ability to service the loan by just looking at the amounts that he's been able to transact. Has this individual ever bought insurance services through mobile money? Which institution was that? What was the account number? So here, this is a motor vehicle registration number in Kenya, clearly meaning this is an individual who was purchasing motor vehicle insurance. Now, that is very critical because it helps you to know areas of potential cross-selling you want to sell the products to this individual in the future, you know is somebody who utilizes insurance services. NHIF is medical cover provided by the government, which is the National Insurance Health Insurance Fund. So this is somebody who has subscribed to that. You want to know if an individual does betting, because excessive betting and gambling would show irresponsibility. Okay, or there are cases whereby somebody borrows money and you see the utilization has gone into betting, which is not a good habit. Now, if any money has ever come from international international remittance apps to his phone, mobile wallet, you'll be able to tell that. Education institutions that is paid money, this could indicate where the children go to school, how much are they paying. This can also indicate the lifestyle of this particular borrower. How much can they pay in terms of school fees? And also this potential cross-selling opportunity or product development in the future as a company. Fuel stations, this is the people who fuel motor vehicles. Now we check the highest amount is ever done at a single go, because this indicates whether it's a motor vehicle or a bike, okay? And the places it frequently visits also indicates an area of operation. And this can also be used in cases of debt collection and such information. Now, you can be able also to, by utilizing this feature of view more, you can be able to tell what were the exact times that he visited this particular petrol station and such. How much he fuels can also tell us the size of the engine of the motor vehicle that he's utilizing, what time was it. So actually this can also be used in predictive analytics, which is an upcoming product that we're working on. Shopping outlets, where does he shop, how much does he spend. This shows financial ability. It shows places they frequently visit, an area of operation. It shows if you're struggling financially, and also predictive analytics in terms of what times could you be found there, and aspects that can be used in debt collection, especially for unsecured loans, where you're depending purely on the character of the borrower. Where do they take his meals or her meals? How much is it at a single go? How many, what is the frequency, the area of operation again? Entertainment joints, somebody probably goes out in the evening for a drink. Where are those particular joints? What was the time that he was doing those purchases? How much at a single go also represents affordability. And so all this information are very helpful for a credit analyst. How much are you spending on healthcare? Like, this is quite high in a Kenyan scenario. So this is an individual who needs to be advised to take a medical cover. Okay, because a lot of cash paid via mobile wallet to medical institutions. How many times? What was the time? And such. But this is extremely important information. If he has done online purchases, this can also guide the institution in development of new products. You want to know if this person is a digi-savvy, owns a smartphone and such. Electricity, this is Kenya Power Lightning Company, which is a main company, a national company that does distribution of electricity. So this is quite huge. So again, this tells us probably the size of the home, of the house that he lives in, or the business that he operates. It tells us financial ability, okay, and also where they can be found in case of any defaults or running away. Home entertainment. So first of all, water and sewerage services. You want to know how much does he spend at home, probably for water services. DSTV, GoTV, Zuku, Fiber, Safaricom, all these are home entertainment channels. It tells us about the lifestyle of this individual. Somebody who is struggling financially, you will realize they would start to cut down on things like entertainment. So this is extremely important for that financial institution. Beauty, how much do you spend probably when you go for your hairdo, salon, barber shops, okay? Religion, are you paying, offering tithes to any financial institution? And general aspects that haven't been classified. Now, all this information are extremely important for the lending institution because they can be able to draw relationships among data. For example, you can see the places he fuels has a relationship to the school. Actually, because I know this area, these are next to each other. The school, where they fuel, where they shop, it shows the area of operation. And beyond that, it gives us the financial ability, the lifestyle of the borrower. Yeah, how many loans they are currently servicing from different providers shows debt to income ratio, because that's what we use to generate the score. So by the time we are saying this is a risk level which is minor, meaning this is a good individual who can actually afford a loan, or character-wise is good in terms of servicing the loan. For long-term loans, things that are probably huge loans and servicing over a long period of time, the risk level is insignificant. Okay, and we are actually we're even advising on the net loanable amount that you can extend to this person as an installment per month. Okay. Now, for bank scenarios, we also do the same. Bank statements, again, the KYC, the account number, how much is the gross income, net monthly income coming into that statement, what is the loanable amount per month, what is the amount, the turnover, total inflows and outflows, where is the money coming from? Is it a cash deposit? Is it a check deposit, agent deposit? Is it an international remittance? Is it loans, as he borrowed loans over this period? This period is 13 months, yeah? Where does the money go to from the bank? How does it channel out the money? Is it to another account within the same bank, with other accounts within different banks? Is it mobile money, so you can push money from a bank account to the mobile wallet? Is it agent withdrawal? Is it a card payment? So all these data are very important. Number one, the lending institutions want to see what is the net income without necessarily having to take a calculator and manually analyze a physical statement. They want to see how much can this individual take care of, because this has already factored in what is the net income. They have already factored in, here it's already factored in a third rule or two-thirds rule that you cannot be able to deduct beyond a third of their income of an individual. You want to see the balances that they have, areas of strategy of the business. If you notice that most people are moving money to PesaLink, that is an indication that most people have gone mobile in terms of mobile money. Okay, this turnover is very important because we want to see if they're able to service the loan very well. And if it was a physical statement, you will have to take a calculator and manually add for each month as the record elsewhere. But this system has already extracted the information and being able to show us, even in form of a graph. So you can notice there was a hike here. This is about 4 million Kenya shillings in a specific month, while the turnover has been consistent about 1.7. So this is 3 times higher than the normal. So you'd want to see exactly what was the source of such funds around June of 2020, last year. Now the breakdown of these specifics, like you notice mobile money, his personal phone number is the one that is funding this account majority of the times. Cash deposits, you want to see the areas he frequently visits. The check deposits, where were the checks coming from? And others, even payments of utilities and things like that. For the outflows, where is the money going to? How much was it? What was the last amount? When was the last transaction done in relationship to the date of the statement? Yeah, and even fees, you want to see if there is any bounce to checks. That is to give us or loan instructions that were penalized because it was overdue. Okay, so that is something to watch out for. Lastly, I just want to show reports. So you are a lending institution. You are using SuperCrunch, so your borrowers just forward their financial statements via email. For us, we do the extraction, we do the analysis, and all you just want to see, so of all the people who send the statements, who are they? What are their phone numbers? What is the email addresses? Okay, IDs in terms of identification. What were the age of those statements? Duration of the statements, is it a 12-month statement, 6-month statements? When was it received? How much is the system recommending that these people can afford comfortably? Yeah, you want to see specific items. Let's say a lot of information here. I know because of time I may not be able to handle all that. You want to see the people who are fueling. How much have they sent? The highest at a single go. How many are paying school fees? Like this is money sent for school fees because it's an education institution. So these are the people. If you are an institution that does school fees loans, you know the people to target. If you're an institution that offers motor vehicle asset financing or logbook loans, you know the people to target. Okay. If SACCOs are investment groups, so yeah, you know who to target for investments if you're selling property and things like that. So this provides not only information for credit analysis, but also information for debt collection. Where can you get these people in an automated way? How can you use data to drive strategy, decision making, planning? Which products will we roll out next year? So a lending institution will get more benefits compared to when they would have analyzed it manually. And also this system allows them to cut down the time for analysis, okay, from the usual uh, six, uh, 6 hours to a day or even a week, especially if the loan being applied for is huge, to things just seeing this in minutes. You can be able to see the turnover, you can be able to see the agents, the people interacting with this person. How many times have they sent money to a specific institution? Which of the bank accounts does he operate? How many times? So you don't need to count all this manually. So I think I'll stop there. That is just a brief demo of the SuperCrunch tool and the abilities that are limitless. Predictive analytics, solutions for auditors, solutions for debt collectors, solutions for um, even personal finance as an individual. Um, Thank you very much.